search for diversity and inclusion, there is only one company that exemplifies it all. The Equal Employment Opportunity Commission. The leading example of all equal employment. Recruiting and advertising strategically. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission, otherwise known as the EEOC, is a federal law enforcement agency that enforces laws against workplace discrimination. The EEOC investigates discrimination complaints based on individuals' race, color, national origin, religion, sex, age, disability, genetic information, and retaliation for reporting, participating in, and/or opposing in a discriminatory practice.
Meet the employees. James, the IT person at the EEOC, has been employed for 3 years. Cynthia, the investigator at the EEOC, has been employed for 7 years. Jennifer, the human resource manager at the EEOC, has been employed for 10 years. Elena, the Rutgers University student researching diversity and inclusion. Let's see Elena's interview.
James, can you tell me how you got this job?
I'm a member of a DAV, which stands for Disabled American Veterans. I had been out of work for many months due to my injuries from service. I wasn't confident I would get hired anywhere, but the EEOC actually came to my organization and advertised multiple positions, including the salary, duties, responsibilities, location, the physical demands, and the work environment. I qualified for this position and was offered a structured interview, which led me to get this job.
Wow, I am very impressed. Can you tell me about your accommodation?
Well, since my disability is invisible, I am provided with instructions and information for me in writing, and they also allow for more frequent work breaks and flexible scheduling.
The EEOC recruits many of its employees from different organizations, including ones from women, African Americans, veterans, Asian Americans, Hispanic, and those with disabilities. This is an extensive form of recruiting to avoid adverse impact.
Cynthia, can you explain to me how you know you're not being discriminated on pay and gender?
Great question. I was recruited for my organization called International Black Women's Congress. This is exciting because I felt very included in that diversity. I know I'm not being discriminated against because of my gender in pay, because the EEOC provides a salary range for all positions, a pay scale for other areas based off the cost of living, and by keeping up to date with salary websites such as Indeed or Glassdoor.com.
The EEOC provides every piece of information possible in the job description online, including a salary based on location, the series and grades, location, open positions, the agency, the position information, who can apply, the promotional potential, the duty location, security clearance, key requirements, duties, the benefits, and other information. The EEOC provides a statement on diversity and equal employment opportunity that everyone is welcome to look at, encouraging equity, fairness, and inclusion while explaining there is a policy on harassment and diversity. Now let's take a look at what the HR manager has to say.
Jen, as an HR manager, can you explain to me about your diversity and inclusion program?
Yes, as a woman, it's extremely important to me to have diversity in management positions because women are usually underrepresented. At the EEOC, we have 50% women working in management positions. In order to avoid access discrimination in hiring employees, we have a very diverse panel of interviewers that have no bias during this process. The point of this is to make sure that each candidate who enters our facility can have someone to relate to.
The EEOC is a proud employer focused on equal opportunities. Currently, 50% of its management positions are male and 50% are female. This is not required by any means, but it just proves to show who is the best qualified candidates for each position. What is the criteria for scoring diversity and inclusion? The criteria we looked at is based on the company's advertising, recruitment and selection, application forms, shortlisting, interview process, retention and progression, pay banding, training and development, equal opportunity, and people friendly.